Hello everybody, my name is Specsifier and welcome to Dark Hill Museum of Death. Now, this game sounds kind of weird, and I know there's no sound, but there's no sound on the title screen. I'm not really sure why. Gotta ask the developer on that one. But this one's another one of those games from GameJolt, which again, if you haven't checked out, there's a link in the description to load both the game and the website. It's pretty cool, check it out, found some cool stuff on there. So there's gonna be a recurring theme for a few videos going forward. I wanna check some of this stuff out. I like indie games, they're fun. But this game was weird, and it looked interesting. It's by someone named Dan Rusko. Now, I don't know who Dan is, but he seems to have made something pretty neat. Now, it reads, "Welcome to Dark Hill Museum of Death. Explore exhibits on execution, burial, and cremation, and festivals of the dead in this morbid museum. Solve puzzles along the way to unlock the secret of the final exhibit." Now, I don't know exactly what that all means, and I don't know a whole lot about, objects of death and torture, but we're about to learn. Start this up. Well, that's an executioner's block. I know that one at least, but I don't know much about it. Ooh. That's spooky. Alright, well, let's start here then. Executioner's block. Dating back hundreds of years, decapitation has been used as a cheap and effective method of execution. In Great Britain, beheading was considered a more honorable death than alternatives such as hanging, and was largely reserved for those of noble birth convicted of treason. That's interesting. Okay, well, it looks like that seems pretty explanatory. You lean down on the block, you drop the axe, and you're dead. Alright, this one I think is called the guillotine. Efficiently beheading its victims with a sharp blade, the guillotine is best known for its use during the French Revolution. Thousands were guillotined in France between June 1793 to July 1794, a period known as the Reign of Terror. You'd know more about that as long as you paid attention in history class, which I hope you did. It's important. Executions by guillotine were a popular form of entertainment that attracted great crowds of spectators. That changes a good amount of my opinion of people from France. I hope they're not like that still, even though if they are, it's cool, just don't kill people for fun. That's just, unless it's a video game. Video game killing people is okay. Killing real people is not okay. Ooh, what's this? This looks like a dart game. Huh. Well, this is interesting. I don't know. It's weird. Can I click on that? Alright. What's next exhibit? Execution of Louis XIV. Former King Louis XIV was imprisoned in 1791 following an attempt to flee Paris in order to initiate a counter to the ongoing French Revolution. He was beheaded on Monday, 21st of January, 1793, on the Place de la Révolution in Paris, France. The only king of France ever to be executed, Louis XIV's death brought an end to more than 1,000 years of continuous French monarchy. He was the most terrible and final king of France. Don't know what he did to cause that, but I know he was pretty terrible. Don't be like Louis XIV, and you get a painting of yourself with the guy parading your head around to all of the people of the city, while people just kind of watch in adoration of you dying. You don't want to be that kind of popular. When you get to that kind of popular, it's not a good time. Huh, what do we got over here? The electric chair. Developed during the 1880s, the electric chair was conceived as a more humane alternative to hanging. Though mostly replaced by lethal injection, several U.S. states allow the condemned to choose electrocution as an execution method. Some nicknames given to electric chairs include Old Sparky, Old Smoky, and Gruesome Gertie. I've heard the first two, I've never heard of the last one there. Either way, a pretty terrible way to go, be it that you choose the lethal injection or the electric chair. Not my preferred way of demise. Ah. Ooh. This is a puzzle. Let's see if we can't figure out... I think Aha! Alright. So we got... Oh, that... Oh. Oh, that just kinda... Okay. So then these must be the puzzles we have to solve to get to the last exhibit. I don't understand this one though. Oh. Oh, hang on a second. I think I get this one kind of. Do this, do that, do this. Ah, okay, that wasn't too difficult. Alright, well, alright, another eerie, spooky noise. But we still have a couple exhibits to learn about here. Where are we at next? This one. Firing squad. Execution by firing squad was a method of capital punishment employed by military courts during times of war, particularly for crimes of desertion, espionage, and mutiny. For the introduction of firearms, bows or crossbows were often used to perform a similar type of execution. Ow! At least a firearm is more precise, it ends it quick. Could you imagine getting shot with a bow or a crossbow and they missed? Like being shot by a gun and they missed, at least it's over a little quicker, but ow, a bow or... You could just sit there in agony like 7 or 8 hours as they try to sit and land a shot. Oh, I hope they just walked over and like stabbed you or something after a while. Like, damn. Ugh. Alright. Well, we can't learn about these, I guess, yet. What the hell? Alright, well, this is an interesting little... Okay, we'll do that one there. I think they all have to... We start out here. This would be a little bit easier to match up. Oh, no, we had that one. That was already lined up properly. This could take a few moments to figure out, or maybe I've already got it, potentially? Might have this already, actually. This is actually not as complex as I was expecting. Oh, that wasn't hard. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Music got a little bit more intent now, and then it was... Oh, music changed entirely. Alright, well, let's continue our investigation of the museum. Cremation, dating back to ancient times and practiced throughout the world, cremation is the burning of human or animal remains until only bone remains. In modern cremations, remaining bone fragments are ground into a fine powder, which resembles ash from a fire. The ashes are often kept by family members or scattered at a location of the deceased's choosing. Let us continue to the next. Oh, hang on. What's this? Alright, we had another puzzle. Alright. Oh, I think I get it. The red one's gotta go on the red ones. The blue one's gotta go on the blue ones, and that opened up. Ooh. That was spooky. That just dusted. Straight dust. Get another ore. let's continue to the next exhibit. Nope, skipping the slidey puzzle. Unless we have to do the slidey puzzle. Ooh, next exhibit, what do we got? Coffins and caskets. You can tell a coffin from a casket by the design differences. Coffins are built wide where the occupant's shoulders would be, tapering off at the ends. Caskets are rectangular and typically more ornate than coffins. Caskets have largely taken over the role of coffins in modern burials, sometimes with design customization decided by the owner before their death. Huh, okay. The slidey puzzle, these are just gonna take a little while. Just a swap style one? Oh, this is gonna be a simple slidey puzzle. Alright. I think it's some manner of skull picture, so let's try and build a skull out of this. Alright, it's like that. No, eyes go there. That's part of it. That's not, that goes there. That goes there. This goes here. Well, this isn't actually that terrible at all. This is actually going rather simply. I think these actually go down here. That stays there. That one doesn't go to this skull, I don't think. This, no, that goes to that skull. I think this skull actually goes over here. These pieces don't. These pieces go here. This piece goes somewhere. I don't know what that one actually is. That goes there. That goes there. Oh, this goes over here, I think. Oops. Yeah, that goes like that. This goes here. Yeah, this goes like this. This goes like this. Okay, that wasn't that terrible. That was actually easy. Ooh. Spooky, spooky. Ah. Well, this is refreshing. This isn't spooky at all. This stuff is all fun stuff. Let's learn about some fun stuff. Dia de Muertos. Dia de Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a Mexican holiday that focuses on gatherings of family and friends to pray for and remember friends and family members who have died. Traditions connected with the holiday include building private altars called ofrendas, honoring the deceased using calaveras, Aztec marigolds, and the favorite foods and beverages of the departed. If you actually know anything about this holiday, it's quite a lot of fun and happens exactly the last 2 days, or the 2 days following Halloween, which I believe should always be the 1st and 2nd of November, actually. Shouldn't probably be it. Halloween's always the 31st. Duh. Ignore me, I am filled with the stupid. But no, it's a fun holiday. If you don't know anything about it, check it out. It's pretty cool, and it has significant meaning to the world. It's pretty important. We know what this holiday is. This holiday is easy. We're gonna read it anyway. Because apparently I don't know what Halloween is, as you saw in the last thing. Halloween. Halloween, also known as All Hallows' Eve, is a celebration observed in a number of countries on the 31st of October, the eve of the Western Christian Feast of All Hallows' Day. Widely believed to have its roots in ancient Celtic harvest festivals, more familiar modern Halloween traditions include trick-or-treating, Halloween costume parties, carving pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns, lighting bonfires, and visiting haunted attractions. Alright, I don't know what the lightning is. Portal to the afterlife? These 2 ancient stones are said to conceal a gateway to the afterlife. 3 crystals placed on the podiums will open the gate. Okay. Well, we'll deal with that in a minute. Here, we got one more thing here. The Hungry Ghost Festival. I don't actually think I've ever heard of this one. The Hungry Ghost Festival is a traditional Buddhist and Taoist festival held in Asian countries, held during the 7th month of the Chinese calendar. During this month, the gates of hell are opened up and ghosts are free to roam the earth wherever they seek food and entertainment. Much like, you know, your average city citizen of any major city or town in all of the known world. They just, you know, 8 a.m. hits, the gates of hell open, and everyone floods the streets looking for coffee and McDonald's and, you know, a good movie or something to sit and watch, because nobody wants to go to work today, and no one wants to do that. I don't know how I said that with a straight face, but that was funny. That was funny. I hope you guys thought that was funny. Because really, that's about what a morning's like. Activities during the month include preparing ritualistic food offerings, burning incense, and burning paper replicas of items such as clothes, gold, and other fine goods for the visiting spirits. I would imagine that probably signifies, you know, turning them into a spirit item that allows the spirits to then have that, where they wouldn't normally be able to as spirits. Which is pretty cool. I like how there's so many different ways people honor the dead and deceased in the world. That's cool. That's neat. We don't forget where we came from. So I think those little orbs we got do this. Donk, dink, bong. Oh, it actually is a portal to the afterlife. Well, let's go. Click. It's an recently deceased. What is this? Ah, this truly must be I've gone to hell. This is truly a hell, because who else but any hell-residing deity would put in this ridiculousness to have to go through? There's a clock where time does not flow like it usually would here. What even are these? I know that's a 3. I don't even know what symbols those are. Huh. Well, they're closed. Not your time. Uh-oh. Is there some trick to this? Why not? Well, I'm not really sure. But it doesn't seem the final exhibit is either finished or... I'm not sure. But I guess that's the gamble you take sometimes when you're playing games that are listed as early development or unfinished. It is what it is. Anyway, this was pretty cool. I hope you learned something neat here. I know I learned something neat from this virtual museum. This is pretty cool. This is actually pretty well done. I'd like to find out what this last exhibit is, so hopefully we do one day. But go check it out, play it for yourself. See, maybe you could figure it out. I've clicked on this book enough times. I don't know what's going on here, but it doesn't seem to be working for me. Either way, this has been fun. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you next time, everybody.